Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to...
Zaire Emery, there's the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he can clear it away. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that was very necessary. Dembele. Camavinga. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clear...
Mbappe! This time, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. France are looking to go forward now. And it's made its way to him. Goes down, but nothing given. So it is still 0-0. Showing great feet there. And he's in on goal. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Camavinga tries to play it through. Cantona. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
After 29 minutes is number 7, Kylian Mbappe.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy.
And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post! That's going to go a long way. Tries to pass it through. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, good, real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That's gone for a throw-in.
Maybe কোনো কারণে ঠিক আছে প্রবলেম নেই গ্লিচ হতে পারে
Griezmann. Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, nicely intercepted. Griezmann. And that could set him on his way. And that is expertly dealt with. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, that's well seen too. And that has been clubbed away. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and Inventiveness perhaps the only thing's lacking.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
France leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Thuram. And the counter-attack is on for France. And here's Mbappe. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
No problem.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. It's a good 35 yards out, this. He went for the curler. Foot in, looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. Love shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then.
Opponental bhalo team. Third.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And it's gone back to the keeper. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Oh, great feat, that.
That's rather hopeful. And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
France really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Lovely pass, but and he's had a hit! Eric Cantona! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible... He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive. Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Cleared without complication. Cantona wins the duel this time. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Dembele has been caught there, it's a foul.
Red card, bhai.
No second thought, a straight red card.
Nice.
I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Thank you.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
আজ স্মুথ আছে স্ট্রিম নাকি কোনো ল্যাগ হচ্ছে
Substitutions taking place.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga, he's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Bro is
So
on
who
fire.
is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Mbappe! Mignon claims comfortably. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Camavinga, and it's Zaire Emery.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Spread it left. Oh, that's fabulous. He's in a great position here, and he's kept it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. France clearly now in lead preservation mode. Aimed beyond the defence, and no, that was never going to make it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. France have done it, the perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
France can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
ECPC 002. ওয়েট একবার রিস্টার্ট করে নি Please like the stream.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, And we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Yamal.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Ernest.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Great ball if he can get there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Romario. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really... Romario! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Santos with the corner, there first. Van der Sar claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alonso. Half an hour played now. It's run loose here. Thuram. Gerrard. And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space. And he's intervened well there. Ernest. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. 5 minutes till the break. Thuram. Now it's Nedved. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lahm. Plays a sharp little ball here. Lovely bit of skill. And Puskás! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's following up.
No, bro. Should be goal.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Porto ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution for Santos. Number 18, Romario.
And we're underway again.
Gerrard.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 6,
Thuram.
Albertini.
Ernest. Passing is crisp and sharp. Giroud. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through. Giroud. Thuram. Vieira. And it's Ferdinand. For Lahm. Xavi Alonso. Now, can they get it back? Oh, what has happened here? And that's played in low. Cleared without complication.
Porto clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
He has found the way through. And the shot! No mistake! The breakthrough arrives at last! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
That's a nicely weighted pass. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Substitution.
Showing good feet. Oh, superb. And the shot!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Ronaldinho. Well, they could break here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hoeneß takes control of it and he's on the move. Stood up well to him there. Porto are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And the finish!
Porto really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He is through here. Crossing. It's a mighty effort. Sticks it away. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
বুলেট হেডার কোথায় গেল? বুলেট হেডার কি সিএফ নিয়ে? বুঝলাম না, সিএফ নিয়ে মানে? হোয়াট ইজ সিএফ নিয়ে? আগের প্লেয়ারটা সিএফ নিয়ে কি? হ্যাঁ, তো সে তো করবি। আগের ম্যাচটায় মেন প্রবলেম ছিল ফোরলান। কোথায় ফোরলান? আগেরটায় মেন প্রবলেম ছিল পজিশন অ্যাকচুয়ালি পজিশনের এগেনস্টে লং বল দিয়ে খেলতে প্রবলেম হচ্ছে, তার জন্য এই পজিশনে শিফট করতে চাইছি, কিন্তু ইন্টারনেটের প্রবলেম পজিশন খেলতে দিচ্ছে না।
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or
the
not,
fullback.
Peter, we even did that back in my day. It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Van Basten.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Lam. Porto, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Gets a good foot in there. Played into space. Not the most accurate pass. Matheus Cunha is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Mohamed Salah showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's beautifully weighted. He's found some space. Lam. And that's gone route one. And it's Guardiola. And here's Torres. Now who's going to be first to this? Puskás. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Lam. Vitinha. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Floated through. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Lam. 5 minutes till the break. Vieira.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And this is Torres. Hangs in a cross. And we have our very first corner.
Outplay from long ball.
They've played it short. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Vitinha is the team's great visionary.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Beckenbauer. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. This might spell danger. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Porto have it back and can... Puskás! Goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Fernando Torres.
Both sides then taking this
Number
chance to
9,
turn to their benches.
Van Basten. Number
So we
7,
have our breakthrough.
David Villa.
Look, you can't deny
Number
that it's a blow,
16,
but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Number 6, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field, number 19.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Erling Haaland.
Now it's Drogba.
Number 22,
Now that looks a decent ball,
Van Nistelrooy.
and that is expertly
Number
dealt with.
17, Hazard.
And he's cleared it out of
Number
harm's way.
23,
Now it's
Beckham.
Puskás.
Number 66,
Decent chance!
Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, and that
Substitution
should have been
progress.
two.
Puskás really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Porto surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Haaland. Haaland's cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Matthäus. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically?
And Van Nistelrooy! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Is number 22.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Will be 3 minutes at a time.
Distributed tidily. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that has been cut short. And that will be it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Puskás.
অপোনেন্ট কিছু না খেলে অপোনেন্টকে রিওয়ার্ড করছে। বল স্প্যাম করা ছাড়া আর কি করলো? নাথিং। ফাইভ টু ওয়ান তো একটা বানাবো ভেবেছি, দেখছি একটা দুটো ম্যাচ দেখি, যদি না চলে 5-1 খেলবো। বা 5-2-3।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Milan against Porto.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So that's got things underway. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership. but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's how...
Chance! Harmlessly behind. Vitinha. Maciej Cunha. Lahm. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well read, and the danger is averted. Conte. And it's Xabi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Porto still without a single shot on target. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? A header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They should be trying to cross from right side.
Milan with the corner, they're first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Porto are looking to go forward now. It's a searching pass. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Xabi Alonso, and this is Torres. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Porto really could have done without this. To open the scoring. And he's buried it, 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Messi.
Ronaldo Marco.
Fernando Torres. That is well... And he's had a hit! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Thuram. It's Ferdinand. Lahm. And it's made its way to him. Great defending, strong and determined. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Looking for options for movement. Vitinha puts the ball in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Costa Curta. And it's Xabi Alonso. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi wins the duel. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so
Hello,
far.
hello,
Just the
hello.
one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
And the action is back on the way.
Porto really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on it.
Matches Cunha! They've done it! Porto are level. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Torres. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Just eases him off the ball. Porto needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Aggressive pacer.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Lam has created one goal already.
The attendance for this
Vitinha.
match was
Lam.
80,953.
Oh, red. Nice interception. And it's Conte. Looking for the run. Messi has it out wide and in space. Nedved. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Torres.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played back in. Tries to pass it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, nice touch. Hoisted in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Can he finish? Goal! Porto! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution for Milan, number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Fernando Torres.
Porto go into the lead.
Number 10.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now,
Shoots! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Porto go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour.
And the shot!
Nice save.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Caicedo attempts a clearance. Porto have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Drogba. Vieira. Nicely shaped ball.
4 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
Stoichkov! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lam. Porto clearly now in lead preservation mode. Look at the space here. Stoichkov! And he hits the net. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink
The end of the
responsibly.
game.
Anyone appearing
Reflections?
intoxicated or behaving
What a
in
game,
inappropriate
what
manner
a show
will
of
be
character.
removed. Thank you
It
very
wasn't
much for
looking
your
good at one
cooperation.
stage, it was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
ষোলোশোর খাড়া কাটছেই না, খুব বাজে এবার ইয়ে হচ্ছে। মেবি আমার গেম প্লে খারাপ হচ্ছে, হতে পারে। হ্যাঁ, সেটাও হতে পারে। এত বাজে যায় না, ডিভিশন পুশ অনেক আগে কমপ্লিট হয়ে যায়।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in... Shoots! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
I doubt that... Cristiano Ronaldo! It's bounced back off the post.
আমার সাথে তো এটা হবেই, নো প্রবলেম।
Van Dijk. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. Kukçu. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's a searching pass. Great vision.
Finish.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Oh,
Big chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Raul. And he's cut it out. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was...
And the shot! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time.
একটু কেয়ারফুল হতে হবে আমার।
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Porto are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nedved.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Forlan, crossed into the box. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Puskas. Lahm drives forward on the overlap. Kukçu.
বাজে তো খেলছি ভাই।
Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through, and he was quick to react. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Crunching tackle. And it's Nedved. Vieira. 5 minutes till the break. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Decent chance! They've scored! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Pete.
And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Lovely, now then. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Incoming delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Goes down, but nothing given. Nedved. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Thuram has got himself a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Porto. Number 4.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 11. Pushkash. Number 14. Nedved.
David Villa.
Number 22. Matthias Cunha. Coming on the field.
Threads one in.
Number
York.
21. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 18. Didier Drogba. Number
Mohamed
10,
Salah.
Mohamed Salah.
Porto perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Timber calmly anticipates. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's Fulham! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
It's their second corner of the game. Forlan goes short. Raul plays it in. And that's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked out the run. Lovely ball and a real chance now. He can get that clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Vieira.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Played into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's a shade optimistic. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that will be it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
পজিশন ট্রাই করব একবার দেখব ওকে দেখছি পজিশন অ্যাকচুয়ালি প্রবলেম দিচ্ছে, এটাই হলো ব্যাপার। ইন্টারনেট প্রবলেম হলে খুব মুশকিল। পিসি সরকার, কে পিসি সরকার? অপোনেন্ট পিসি সরকার। না, taking.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Magician.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Not the most accurate pass. Nesta deals with that comfortably. Lam. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Smart assist.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
This is magic actually. Smart assist.
And here's Totti. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
A probing pass. He's on it. Can he get away? And a shot!
Nice save.
Totti. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And he's cut it out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Hakimi. It's a good spell of possession, this. Bout of passing here, really. He's having a go! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
30 minutes gone.
Porto are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Totti, he has found the... It's Totti! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Puskas, and he's intervened well there. Oh, good-looking ball. Totti. Now it's Puskas, and this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
One shot, one goal.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. And the first half is done. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Porto really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. the boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Cannavaro gets it away. And it's Totti. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. He's found a way through. Driving through the middle. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. And he won't
go for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Puskas! Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. David Villa tries to play it through. Thuram. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah hurtling down that right flank. And it's Totti. That's a cute ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Lahm. Some really good ball movement. Nesta calmly anticipates. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Puskas, and he's chosen to go back. And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mohamed Salah. He can run onto that, and it's made its way to David Villa! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the... And that is it, the referee has seen enough.
Well played.
Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Fellow attendees, this is a
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in...
Shop intercept হয়ে যাচ্ছে, shop intercept হয়ে যাচ্ছে. Don't know why. Wait, একটা জিনিস try করি. যখন হচ্ছে না, কুইক কাউন্টার খেলতে হবে. আগের কোন ফরমেশনটায় খেলছিলাম ওটাই আমি ভুলে গেছি। ওয়েট আমি একটা দুটো ম্যাচ কুইক কাউন্টার ট্রাই করি, ঠিক আছে? যদি প্রবলেম হয় তাহলে চেঞ্জ করব। 4-3-1-2 4-3-1-2 খেলছিলাম কি? 4-3-1-2 খেলছিলাম না আমি। 4-3-1-2 কোথায় খেলছিলাম? 4-3-3 খেলছিলাম আই গেস। ওয়েট দেখছি। এটা 5-1-2-2। এটা খেলছিলাম আই গেস। 3-4-3 খেলছিলাম। ঠিক আছে, 4-2-2 ট্রাই করি, একটা ম্যাচ দুটো ম্যাচ, দেন লেটস সি। এটা একটা ট্রাই করি, দেখি কি হয়, তারপরে দেখছি, তারপরে দরকার হলে খেলবো অন্য কিছু। ঠিক আছে, একটা এটা খেলি, যদি প্রবলেম হয় অন্য কিছু খেলবো। সিবি এত সিবি দরকার নেই। I'm attacking fullback. Iniesta. And CB. And creative playmaker. ওকে, লেটস ট্রাই কুইক কাউন্টার, দেখা যাক কুইক কাউন্টারে কি হয়। ফরমেশন গন্ডগোল না, খেলছি আমি বাজে। বলি তো আমি বাজে খেলছি ফরমেশন প্রবলেম। দেখতে হবে পরে সময় করে ভিডিওগুলো দেখলে বুঝতে পারবো কেন হারছি।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
Well, it's hard not to be impressed, Peter, with the track record of Claudio Pizarro.
An arch poacher, real hero back home in Peru, and a bit of a legend in Germany too.
Yeah, and his movement, his positioning inside the box is a great example for any young kids. He's quick off the mark, but he's probably at his most productive.
Shot, surely! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Al-Saad with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Yildiz goes short, goes for a shot, and it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nesta cuts out the pass. Now it's Cantona. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pass somewhat off target. He's on it, can he get away? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Suarez. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! And he nearly went all the way.
Matheus Cunha can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing. Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Vieira demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Half-time getting close now. Cantona. And this is Luis Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Luis Suarez! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Pete.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's picked out the run. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that looks a decent ball. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defense.
He's one-on-one, big chance! He scored! And again they hit the front. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ambitious ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Iniesta! Goal! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
A probing pass. He is just caressed. Luis Suarez! And it's come back out to him. Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Substitution.
Al-Sadd choosing to make the first change. So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Al-Sadd have it back and can go again. Now, can they get him away? Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Chance for a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, you can only praise the keeper for standing up to his opponent like that.
It's their second corner of the game.
গ্যাসপারিনি খেলা হচ্ছে, গ্যাসপারিনি কুইক কাউন্টার
And it's been taken short. Great chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
There will be 5 minutes.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Kimmich. Now it's Gakpo. Neatly clipped into space. Shoots! Keeper's got his work done. Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper's dealt with that. And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award. And
ভালো অপোনেন্ট হলে কুইক কাউন্টার খুলে দেবে ডিফেন্স, কুইক কাউন্টার খেলা যাবে না। এখন অ্যাটাক করতে পারছি না বলে কুইক কাউন্টার খেলছি ঠিকই, কিন্তু ভালো অপোনেন্ট খুলে দেবে কুইক কাউন্টার। ডিফেন্ড করা টাফ হবে কুইক কাউন্টারে। খোকন মনে হয় ভালো খেলবে, খোকন খারাপ খেলবে না।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and...
Messi! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So, a breakthrough already. And claimed it back swiftly. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi purring through the... Messi! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this
Chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Musiala has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Hazard goes short. Cantona tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has found the way through. Oh, sweet feet. Well seen, saw that coming. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's a searching pass. That is a great pick out. Oh, shooting chance! Vieira. Nedved. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cantona receives it in a good position here. He's found a way through. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nedved tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. Cantona, Messi, Hakimi clears it away. Ball is over the line.
2 added minutes has been
And he's
indicated.
opted for the long pass. Aimed beyond the defence. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
পিং পং পাস খেলছি এইসব করছি এসব দিয়ে দেবে ভাই গোল করতে দেবে কখন কি করছে কখন ট্যাকটিক চেঞ্জ করছে কখন 3টে সিবি করেছে
Substitution.
এরকম ভাবে
There's the
খেলতে
start of
মজা
the
লাগে।
second half.
গোল কিন্তু করা
Adams.
ভালো গোল করতে হবে দেখা হবে।
Thiago Silva going
Hello.
vertical. Nedved, who's set up one goal so far. Nedved. And here's Suarez. Dinks one through. That has been cut short. Maldini. Nedved. And it's Maldini. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Has a shot! He's kept it out just.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
হ্যাঁ
Might be danger here. There's the shot!
নিজের দেশে
It's there! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So is this the start of a comeback? Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Caicedo. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Caicedo is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than... He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Time for a change in personnel. Cleared away. Knocks it out wide.
আরে
And now they can spring out of defence. Threads one in. Played into space out wide. He's picked his way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
ট্রাই করি দেখি একটা অফেন্স ফুলব্যাক আমি দু গোলের লিড তো আছে কোনো প্রবলেম নেই একটা গোল খেলে
Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Cantona. Number 14, Nedved. Number 18, Messi. Number 6,
They've played it short.
Number 7,
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
coming on the field, number 10, Baggio.
And here's Mbappe.
Number 9, Johan Cruyff.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Matthias Cunha. Number 16,
আরে
number 20.
And he cuts out the supply.
Heinz Rummenigge.
Maldini.
Substitution in progress.
Caicedo. It'll be a throw-in.
মারছে
Adams. Roberto Baggio. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
There will be 3 minutes
Caicedo.
added time.
দেখছিস একটা জিনিস ভালো
That's
করে
Maldini.
খেললে একটা পাস যাচ্ছে
Can he
না
get
ভাই।
onto this? James.
ভুলভাল পিং পং করলে পাস চলে যাচ্ছে,
And time is
টার্গেটেড
up.
পাস দিলে যাচ্ছে না।
Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Please be made aware.
How would you
that
summarise what
smoking-
we've...
টার্গেটেড পাস আটকে যাচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ সেটাই তো বলছি, টার্গেটেড পাসটা ইন্টারসেপ্ট হচ্ছে। লাস্ট ম্যাচ 1600টা মারার চেষ্টা করি, এই 1600তে আমি আটকাচ্ছি খালি, ডোন্ট নো ওয়াই। কি কাস্ট করবো মানে কাস্ট করবোটা কি জিনিস? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ লাস্টই করবো। জাস্ট 1600-র গেরোটা খুলতে চাইছি, আর কিছু না।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Rummenigge. Ambitious ball here. And he plays one through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rummenigge. Rummenigge!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's a little off target. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Knocks it out wide. Maldini. And it's Nedved. Argentina trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is a great pick out. And now they can clear their lines. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's superb. And a chance!
ভালো খেললে
Goal!
কিন্তু divide করে না।
Argentina! And it's Argentina in front!
Seriously.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Argentina have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gilberto Silva. And it's Vieira. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Matias Cunha. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caicedo is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nice-looking ball. Real chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Cantona.
So time for change,
Number 14,
and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 22,
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
Number 7,
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Number 24, Iniesta.
Cannavaro,
Number 18,
Vieira.
Messi. Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Decent shot! Oh, it's hit the post! He is through here. Iniesta, he gets big. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Costa Curta. And it's Vieira. Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's forced to go back. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
It's Iniesta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Iniesta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, nice touch. Rummenigge!
ব্যাক ভাই দেখ
It's hit the uprights.
স্ক্রিপ্ট আছে এই ম্যাচ 100% স্ক্রিপ্ট
Thuram tries making a foray down the right. Oh, good read.
That was
100%
well
script
played,
match.
well stopped. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's managed to get free. Plays it. Tries a shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Argentina find a position of real strength now. Caicedo. Rummenigge. And the finish! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rummenigge. He's having a hit! Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Cannavaro. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Hello attendees.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
ঠিক আছে গুড নাইট গুড নাইট অফ হলাম